Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So it is time for another action figure unboxing and review today, and in today's video guys, I'm going to unboxing this time a figure in the Marvel Legends toy line by Hasbro, which is one of my favourite action figure companies of all time. And this is going to be for a Marvel villain as he appears based on the comics. And this of course is none other than, as you probably have guessed by the title on the thumbnail, which of course is Ultron. So yeah, I got this figure because this is Ultron based on comics, and I definitely wanted a figure of Ultron. So yeah, it looks pretty cool this, and so made of course in my Marvel Legends series of figures, and so as I can see in the box, it comes with alternate hands. There's 3 of them there, which also is pretty cool, and there's like some sort of like fire accessory there. I'm not sure what that's for, but yeah, it looks pretty cool though. I think according to the back of it, I think it goes in his mouth or something. I don't know. But yeah, it looks pretty cool though. And there's also an arm there. If you guys are wondering why that arm is there, it's because this is part of a build-a-figure line in which you get to build Ursa Major. Now, when it comes to building this character though, guys, I'm personally not really sure if I want to get all the figures or not, because unfortunately one of the figures in the line of characters to build Ursa Major is a character in Marvel I do hate, and that's unfortunately Ironheart. Yeah, I can't stand Ironheart, guys, and I don't want to figure that character in my collection at all. Hell no. So I'm not sure if I want to give a rest to complete this set to build Ursa Major. But when it comes to Ultron, though, guys, he's one of my favourite Marvel villains of all time, and my favourite portrayal of the character is most definitely the legendary Tom Kane. I hope he's doing well. And I think Ultron is probably my favourite voice role of his, because he gives a really amazing performance in his time playing the character and makes him a very terrifying, great villain. I think his best performance was probably in the animated film called Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow, which in my opinion is a very underrated film, because he made Ultron pretty scary and intimidating, and was just an absolute beast in that movie. I definitely loved him in that. And that's also the time in which I can accept Ultron being made by Tony Stark in the animated movie compared to MCU, because when you think about it, in the future, Hank Pym, who created Ultron, is probably gone, isn't he? So it would make sense for someone else who is a genius at building things to build Ultron, right, in that timeline. It will make better sense, in my opinion. I also love Tom Kane's performance as him in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. In my opinion, the greatest Marvel show ever made, and it's a shame it got cancelled. I was furious when it got cancelled. And Ultron was amazing in that, and very accurate to the comics as well, I might add. His design quite similar to his figure, actually. Tom Kane also as well voiced him when he appeared as a character in the game called Marvel Heroes. And what's interesting is he's based on the MCU's version of Ultron, but he's voiced by Tom Kane. So it actually makes me wish that Tom Kane voiced Ultron in the MCU. I think it would have been a lot better, because when it comes to the MCU, I'm personally not really a fan of how it handled Ultron, because they made him be built by Tony Stark. And what's worse is, unlike Next Avengers Heroes of Tomorrow, where Ultron had a very unique and intimidating personality, of course, which is very different to other characters, I hate how in Age of Ultron they made him literally have the exact same personality as Tony, which is disappointing, because he's not Tony Stark, is he? No, he's not Iron Man at all, of course not. And so it's all disappointing. I mean, James Spader's a great actor, guys, and I think he could have done a lot better if he was given better direction, so if I'm to be completely honest. But yeah, I personally feel that Ultron could have been handled so much better in Age of Ultron, to be completely honest, which is why I prefer Tom Kane's portrayal far more. And there's other great actors too who've played Ultron too, like John Stocker, for example. I think he's pretty good as him too. So yeah. Anyway, now guys, let's get this figure open, shall we? So hopefully it won't be too hard to open. Is any sellotape here? Oh, there's also some text on the back here, guys. It's in different languages. I'll read it in English. So, robot, maniacal genius, science experiment gone wrong, Ultron is the supreme weapon of mass destruction and a mortal threat to the Avengers and all humankind. Yeah, definitely sums up Ultron pretty well, that. So there's some tape here, which looks quite loose, so I'm going to pull that off. There we go, that was easy. And now, hopefully, it should be easy to take out, so... There we go. Oh, hang on a second. Will it open? Okay, there's a bit more tape there, which I just took off. There we go. So, there's like a background here, guys, with Ultron symbol. And that's actually pretty cool, that. I like how it's got Ultron symbol on it. And then in the plastic, of course, is the figure secured there with the accessories. So let's take them all out, shall we? So if you guys are wondering what Ursa Major's arm looks like, it looks like this. It's pretty good design for his arm, I guess, really. But I don't plan to complete the figure anytime soon because I do not want to get a figure of Ironheart. Hell no. So yeah, that's Ursa Major's arm. Here's like the fire accessory, which I think goes into Ultron's mouth, according to a picture of him on the box. Now let's take out the alternate hand. So here is an alternate left hand, which is like opened up, probably to hold things. So that's pretty cool. I might probably give that to him, you know, as his default hand to have, maybe, because his right hand is the same one opened up. And then two hands, left and right, which are fists. So it looks like that. Pretty cool. So if I want to have Ultron fighting, I could probably change that, yeah. And now for the figure itself, it doesn't appear to be got any like ropes or tape holding it in place, thankfully, so that's good. So here's a figure, guys, and wow, this actually looks really cool. I definitely love this design of a figure. Looks very accurate to a comic. So yeah, so in terms of portability, the arms are quite loose actually. Wow, that's pretty surprising. Thankfully not too loose, otherwise it could fall off. Same with the left one as well. Can it move to a side? I'm not sure. I don't think the arms can move to a side though. I think they're like stuck in, I think. So yeah. They can have a fold on the elbow a little bit, but they are quite well secured though. And legs, however, can go to a side, but unlike the arms, as I noticed, which is interesting. Oh, wait. The arms can go to the side, but they're very well secured. That's why. Okay. So I definitely got to be careful with those. I don't want to break it, of course. Especially the right arm appears to be more secure than the left one, though, when it comes to moving it to the side, though. Legs can also move forward, too, like this, which is good. Not much to the back, though. Probably because Ultron's armor plating is blocking him a little bit. Knees can also fold well, too, as well, on right and left. Left elbow can also fold well too, as well. So all in all, it's a pretty good figure of Ultron, really. And head can also as well move pretty well too. 360 degrees, it's quite loose. It's a good figure. Definitely very well good in terms of portability. As for this accessory, I'm not sure how it goes in or not. Does it go in like this or something? I don't know. Maybe it goes in like this. Maybe something like that, really. So it looks like he's talking really a little bit, but actually pretty cool one nonetheless. Yeah, it looks really good. Forgive me if I put it in the wrong way, because yeah, I'm not sure how you do it or not, but yeah, it looks pretty good one like that though. And it literally looks like he's speaking, which is really cool. So yeah, and it's a great figure. And Hasbro did a very good design of this figure of Ultron. And I definitely got to finally have a figure of Ultron based on a comic, so yeah. So guys, this is me doing my unboxing of my Hasbro Marvel Legends and series figure of Ultron based on a comic. It's definitely a great figure, and definitely a must-have if you like Ultron. I'd recommend it. So you know drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Ultron. If you have a little comment below what you think of it. If you think about getting, I'd recommend it. If you like Ultron as a character, or Marvel comics, or like Hasbro figures or action figures in general, definitely a must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and videos coming in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can join using a piece or a description, and I'll see you all later.